I hope you're ready for a different video. I was driving yesterday and noticed it smelled hot. And I was like, that doesn't smell good. It smells like brakes burning. Well, then I kept driving because I was in the middle of the road and finally pulled over to a gas station, looked at this, and there was smoke billowing out of this wheel and the rotor was glowing red. So that cylinder locked up and it needs replaced. We're gonna replace it today. So I've got my lovely red tool case, needle nose, and a flathead. I think that's all I need. I don't remember. Now, of course, nothing good happens when your wheel is resting on the ground and the wheel needs to come off the car. And that's why we have a jack. I think I'm good, thank you. It's just, you know, take this off and then pray that I can make it to advanced auto and back before the storm hits. If I loosen, it would help. Yeah. Wow, this is I wish you guys could smell what I'm smelling, because this is just absolutely burnt brakes. It smells awful. Now, I had the foresight, because my dad recommended this, so my dad had the foresight to put anti-seize on all my bolts. So this stuff usually comes apart fairly easily, which is obviously preferred to struggling the whole time. All right, so that's our 2 bolts off. I'm gonna go get my tire and use it as a chair. So now, if it weren't for that locked caliper, this would all just come right apart. There. So I just pried that caliper open, and now this just comes right off. So now the not so fun part is we have to take the hydraulic line off of the caliper. It's stuck. Whew. 14, baby, tell me it's 14. Ah, it's 15. It's 15. Oh no, I dropped it. Oh no. Really, if I was smart, I would have done that while it was still mounted, but I'm not smart, so I didn't. Now, just anybody out there that's watching this, I do all my own car work. I save myself a lot of money doing it that way. If this is something you would like to try, it is something I would strongly recommend anybody should know how to do, is change out your own brakes. But some people just would like to pay, and that is understandable, because otherwise you have moments like this. Okay, so I got hydraulic fluid leaking out, which is entirely expected. So what I'm going to do to simply save it from all dripping out is take our bolt off. I'm gonna put it right there, and it is gonna bleed, it's gonna leak. I know it's not great, but there's nothing I can do to stop that pretty much. So we're just gonna have to let it do its thing. Now, that does mean, however, that our caliper is entirely disconnected. So if we take our 2 bolts off, this whole assembly will come right out and we'll be good. And then I can go pick up the new one. I'm picking up a new caliper, a new set of pads, and a new rotor. Because if you have a caliper lockup, it more than likely heated up your rotor so bad that it warped. And a warped rotor does not do good things. This is our hunk of junk. Sad thing is, these brake pads aren't that old. I don't remember when I replaced them, but it wasn't that long ago. Now, the fun part, getting the rotor off. Now, usually you can achieve that by just tapping with a hammer. There it goes. Enough harmonic balancing, it'll pop right off. Yeah, that's really sad because my rotor's not even worn that much. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my tire back on, and I'm going to just put the lug nuts on it so that if anything happens and this falls off the jack, then it's not going to like fall to the ground and hurt anybody or get damaged in any way. It'll just kind of pop and land on the tire because I'm gonna be gone for a minute here. Now, best method for reinstalling a tire, if you can, is line up your studs, and then you just kind of pick it up like this and use your knees as leverage. And then just like that, get your tire right back in place. And we're back. Gotta get the wheel taken back off so I can have a seat again. And then install our rotor, install our brake pads on the caliper, and then put the caliper in. That's easier than trying to do it with the caliper hooked up to the hydraulic line. So if we can just do it right on our lap. Okay. Oh good, it comes with a new hydraulic line bolt and a retainer clip, which I was sure it came with the retainer clip, could not remember if it came with that bolt or not, so that makes me very happy. Oh yeah, that's nice looking. Oh, that's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Oily inside. So now we take our brake pads. The brake pads also come with retainer clips. All right, so the brake pad that has this little retainer is the one that goes into the cylinder, and then the one without the retainer goes on the mounting bracket. The one with the retainer has to go first, just like that. This one, so much easier than trying to do it once it's already hooked up in there. I should just remove the caliper every time I have to replace the pads. Now this is the fun part. This retainer can be kind of a jerk. Ow. Yeah, these retainers are never easy to install, and I learned a trick for it a while back, and I can't remember it. Some helpful trick, huh? There we go, that installed much easier. All right, retainer clip installed, brake pads installed. So now we can grab our rotor, very soon to get rusted because I live in the middle of Illinois. Ooh, it's so pretty in the bag. Look at that, it's gorgeous. All right, that on. I love the look of new brakes. They look fantastic. It's just always expensive. All right, now we take our caliper, pop this bad boy up in here, and bolt it down, which of course, it all lines up perfectly. Jobs where you get to install like new parts are always super satisfying because it looks fantastic. Just like I said, it's incredibly costly. All right, now we can get our hydraulic line clamping bolt. I don't know what these are called. It's the copper crush washers, and then the bolt that holds your hydraulic line. Tighten down on our caliper. Now, for the really fun part, and I use that very sarcastically, we have to bleed the brakes. I'll be right back. I need a 3/8 wrench. Dadgum. It's a 3/8, it's not a 10. I'll be back. There we go, that's right. Okay, all right, go. Okay, release. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, so what we need is to get all of our tools separated and put off to the side, and the hardware that we're keeping off to the side, and stuff we're not keeping in a junk box. And then we can reassemble. All right, we can get everything reassembled. We got the caliper on, we got the rotor on, obviously. My sister just helped me bleed the brakes. So in theory, should be done on this side. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put fresh pads on the back. I have the pads anyways. I don't like the idea of having brand new pads and rotor on one side and old worn pads on the other side, so. All right, I'm just gonna set this down and get it all tightened down. I'm gonna go over to the other side and do the exact same thing I just did. Braking. And braking now. Boom, baby. Alright, so here's the one we just replaced. And it all looks good. Doesn't feel like it's a crazy ton of heat pouring out. Here's this one. Not even glowing, baby. It smells hot, it smells like brakes, but also new brakes always smell. So that's Good to know. Now this one is this is a front brake. It's considerably warm for sure, but the fronts are also what take up all your load, because this one's equally warm. So I think we're good. All right, so again, apologies for the poor lighting and setup in here. Kind of just doing a little bit of a work video though. So thank you so much for sticking around for the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm happy with the results we got. I think the brakes are all good now. Like I said, it's not a normal video, but I kind of wanted to do this, and it sounded like a good way to make a video, so I decided to go ahead and do it. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to posting again in a couple more weeks, and I look forward to getting out another masterclass on Friday, so stay tuned for that. Bye.